Hi, Kinder families. So I had a request from a family member asking if I could kind of go through the process for completing the Seesaw activities. So basically all of the Seesaw activities that the students have to complete, once they log into their Seesaw account, their student account, on the right-hand side of the screen, there'll be a light bulb button that they'll click on. Once they click on that, that will show all the activities that have been assigned to them on that account. They'll want to hit the green Add Response button for whichever activity that they're doing. Now, specifically for the All About the Numbers activities, one of the things that they can do that provides instruction to make it a little bit more independent is the fact that there's these little play icons that they can click on where it will actually give them instruction about what it is that they're supposed to be doing for the lesson itself. Then they'll want to go through each of the slides on the right-hand side to make sure that they complete everything that's part of each slide. So for this specific activity for number 1, again, they'll be able to click on the play button to listen to whatever the instructions are for the activity, and then do whatever it is that they're asked to do. So for example, this one, it's just tracing or writing the number 1 with one of the pen tools down below, and they can either use the pen or the pencil tool. It doesn't really matter which they choose at this point. They also have the ability to change the color of the specific tool that they're doing, and then since they'll be on iPads, they'll be able to use their fingers to kind of drag and draw whatever it is that's there. And they want to make sure that when they're completing these activities that they go through every single slide that's there. This one is just one where they're looking for any representation of the number 1. They'll want to make sure that the finger icon is clicked on because they'll be grabbing a folder to cover anywhere that they see the number 1. The next slide is what would a cookie look like with 1 chocolate chip. So again, making sure that it's clicked on the finger icon and dragging it in. What would 1 look like on a 10 frame using the cubes that are available to them? Searching and finding the number 1, so being able to just identify the 1 itself, and again, using the finger icon to drag the 1 over to find all the 1s. Rainbow writing, so this is one where they can trace over the number 1 several times and change the color each time that they trace over it. This one talks about what comes before and what comes after. On this screen, what they're going to be asked to do is using the type button, which is on the left-hand side, the little T button, and typing in the number 1 into each box that's available to them. And they would do that each time. So again, they would type, finding the number 1 on their iPad and then putting it into each of the boxes. This is using the highlighter tool to trace the number 1. Another search and find, so being able to identify the number 1. What number 1 looks like on a tens frame, so searching and finding all of the examples of 1 with a tens frame. Different representations of the number 1. Dragging all of that specific number into the basket for number 1. All of the bottles into the case. Building the number 1 using manipulatives, so using the teddy bears. So again, making sure you're on the finger icon to drag them over. Putting pepperonis on the pizza to represent the number 1. Using these circles to, again, search for the number 1. Putting one cookie into the cookie jar. And then just finally listening to talk all about the number 1. So when they're on each of these slides, like I said, there is this little play button that they're going to be hearing this number over and over and over again. And I know with the number 1, it's kind of a basic number, but then also seeing all the different ways to represent each. One of the slides that's really good for them for this are the different ways to represent each of the numbers. So when they're going through, because that gives them the opportunity to see these numbers in different ways and then to start doing what's called subitizing. Subitizing is where they can quickly look at something and know exactly how many is there without having to physically count. Like, for example, having to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, having to do that. And once they build up that number fluency, it's actually going to lead into higher level math skills if they have that kind of basics down. So anyway, once they complete all the slides, the last thing that they're going to want to do is click on the green check button in the top right. Now, if they start the activity and don't get it finished, they can click on the orange check button, and that will save it into draft mode, and that will allow them to go in and make changes to it before it actually submits to me. But once they hit that green check button, it actually does submit to me and gives me the opportunity to then review what it is that they've done. I hope that kind of helps you understand going through the process of using these slides. If you have any other questions, let me know.